Hello student, am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay, my speaker was off. I hope I am audible.
Yes, sir, you are
Yes,
audible.
sir.
Yes, my speaker was off, so that is why I was not getting response. Okay, anyways, so we shall start with the structural modeling. So in the morning, we discussed data flow modeling. Okay, so and in the last yesterday, in yesterday's class or day before yesterday even, we discussed about the behavioral modeling. So three different types of modelings are there: behavioral modeling, the data flow modeling, and now this is the structural modeling. Okay, so in case of the behavioral modeling, you write sequential statements to describe your digital circuit. Whereas in the data flow modeling, you write concurrent statement to describe your circuit. Whereas in case of the structural modeling, you write the components. Okay, you specify your system as a combination of components, and you specify the structure. You show the connections, how the different components of the system they are interconnected to each other. Okay, so within the component, you can use or you may use either data flow modeling, or you may use the behavioral modeling. But once you are with you the components, then when it comes to putting the different components together, then at that time you use the structural modeling. So let us see this particular how structural, how we can write VHDL program using this type of modeling. Uh, yes, what is the question? We have already started with the session. Am I not audible? There was a message. I hope I am audible. Maybe that this message was sent and received late. So just give me feedback in the message whether I am audible. Okay. Uh, yes, any problem? Okay, so let me proceed. Uh, so the structural modeling. Okay, so this particular topic onward describe the structural style of modeling. An entity is modeled as a set of components. Okay, so as we have discussed, uh, you specify the different components, and they are connected by signals, that is as a net list. Okay, so net list is something with which we show that one component, how with that we show how a component is connected to another component. The behavior of the entity is uh, not explicitly apparent from its model. Okay, so how is the behavior of that particular entity? It will not be apparent, because in the entity, what is there is only the it is the black box, and it is the functionality is not present when you specify the entity. The component instantiation statement is the primary mechanism used for describing such a model of an entity. Okay, so we shall see in the structural modeling, component construct is there, and so that you need to use, and after you have used component construction, then you can component construct, you have to instantiate those particular component and show the connection between the different components. So that we shall see in this particular topic. uh, so for this purpose, uh, first of all, let us see how is the component declaration. Component is instantiated in a structural description must first be declared using the component declaration statement. The component declaration declares the name and interface of a component. The interface specifies mode and type of the ports. The syntax of the component declaration is like this: the component followed by the name of that particular component. Then you specify port, just like our entity statement. So this is the list of interface ports. So the inputs and outputs for that particular component we specify, and then end of the component. So this is how is the component declaration statement. Then Then there is another statement called the component instantiation. Okay, first of all, let us see the example of component declaration. So the first is the NAND2 component declaration. So the name given is NAND2. So it is a port with two inputs A and B. In it is these are the input, and its type is MVL. Then it has got a single output, that is Z. Its type is direction is out, and its type is MVL. Okay, so this is the NAND component that has been described. Then this is another component called MP. It has got port, so its interface is like this: CK, that is clock, reset, RON, WRN. So all these are of type bit. Then data bus, it is in out, that means it works as input as well as output, and it ranges from 0 to 255. Address bus, then it ranges, it is a vector, it ranges from 15 down to 0. Okay, so this MP essentially it stands for microprocessor. Okay, so the microprocessor has got address bus, data bus, and other read and write signal, reset signal, clock signal. Okay, so that is the end of the component MP. Then you can define another, or here is the example of another component RX, maybe for receiver. So it has got the port pings, CK for clock, reset, enable, data in, RD. So all these are bit type. Data out is out direction, and it is an integer with the range which is specified here, that is the range 0 to 2 to the power 8 minus 1. Then parity error, frame error, overrun error. So all these are the outputs of type boolean. Okay, so serial, maybe for serial receiver, this particular component is there. So these are the three different examples here of the component declaration. Okay, then after component declaration, we go for component instantiation. Okay, so like in the object-oriented programming, what you do is that you first declare the class, and then you instantiate the class and create the objects of that particular class. So like that, once you have declared a component, then that particular component can be instantiated any number of times, and you have to create the port map specifying the connection between the components. So a component instantiation statement defines a subcomponent of the entity in which it appears. It associates the signal in the entity with the ports of that subcomponent. A format of the component instantiation statement is like this. You have to specify the component label, then component. So this particular component label, it will be different for the different instances. Okay, whereas the component name, it will be same for all the instances. Then port map, and this is the association list for that particular component. That means where the outputs and inputs of that particular component will be connected is shown with this particular association list. Okay, so for a single component can be instantiated any number of times. For example, if you are having a NAND 2 component, then that NAND 2 component can be instantiated any number of times, depends on how many NAND gates you need in that particular circuit. So here is the short VHDL program with which you implement the NAND gate. So first part is the component declaration. So it contains component NAND2 port. So A, B are the inputs and Z is the output. So this is the component declaration. Then in the component instantiation, this label is used N1. Okay, so the first time the NAND gate is instantiated here, so N1 colon, then NAND2. So this is the name of the component you have to use here. Then you have to use the keyword port map, and you need to show the connection. So here you can see that S1, that means the port map, that is you will be showing the port map for connection of that particular NAND2. So we know that for NAND2 components, so this is the NAND2 component declaration. So it has got two inputs, A and B, whereas it has got third output, that is Z. Okay, so the first input A, it will be connected to S1. Okay, so this S1 will be connected to A input of the component. Then S2 signal will be connected to the B input of the NAND gate. Okay, whereas the S3 signal, it will be connected to Z input, Z output, or Z output of the NAND gate would be connected to S3. Okay, so these are this will be the connection of this particular N1 instance. Okay, so we call the NAND gate will be identified with its instances. Okay, so N1. So if required, you can create number of instances, let us say N2, N3 of the same component NAND2. Okay, so this is the component declaration and component instantiation. So if you understand this component declaration and component instantiation statements, then in the structural modeling, it is only the thing you need to do. Okay, so let us see another example of component instantiation. Here is the entity parity 9-bit is. Okay, so 9-bit parity generator is being shown here. So it has got D input, and this particular D input is of type array, that is 8 to 9. So D0 to D8 inputs are there. So on the right side, the diagram has been shown. So you can see that here 8 inputs are there for this particular parity generator. Okay, whereas there are two outputs. One is even. Okay, so here this is the even output is there. Okay, and another output is there, that is odd. So this is the buffer output. So this is the odd output. So buffer type of rather output, not even in or out. It is buffer type of output. So this is the entity parity 9. Okay, so we want to have this particular circuit. So we write the entity statement. So we specify what are the inputs and what are the outputs for this particular circuit. So that has been shown with the help of this particular entity statement. Okay, so like the other VHDL program, we can use the entity. We have to use the entity statement for writing this program. Just a minute. Hello. हाँ sir. हाँ sir. 5 आले सर अराउंड ऑलमोस्ट सगळ्यांना 5 आले. हो हो. हां. आणि जे हां सर. चालेल सर. हां. हे 98 लोक आहेत सर. 98. चालेल. 98 into 5 around. हां हां. 480 काहीतरी होतं. 480. हो सर. हो. म्हणजे खूप कमी लोक आहेत ज्यांना 4 आहेत. बाकी हो, आता आज हे व्हॉट्सअपवर पाठवतो आणि सोमवारी ते सर्क्युलेट होईल त्याची. 30 ला का सर? बरं. 1 ला फर्स्ट डे असेल सर. 1 ला फर्स्ट डे आहे. बरं. ते 28 ला येणार आहेत आपल्याकडे. Okay. There was an important call, so thanks for your patience. Am I audible? Just confirm so that I can proceed.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So
Yes, sure.
yes, we were discussing that in this type of modeling also we are going to use this entity construct. Okay, and we are going to use the architecture construct also. Okay, so this entity and architecture construct is to be used in all the type of modeling. Okay, but how is the description? So how the model differs? They differ based on how this particular circuit is being described. Okay, so in case of the behavioral model, the statements, they are sequential, whereas in case of the data flow model, the statements, they are concurrent. Okay, whereas in this case, the statements that you are using, In fact, you are specifying the structure, okay, with the help of the component and its instantiation. So look at how this particular circuit is being described. Okay, so this particular circuit is built up using the component XOR 2. Okay, so you can see that there are number of XOR gates that are used in this particular circuit. Okay, so a component is described here, so called the XOR. Okay, XOR 2. So I think few students are still joining. Uh, Let me check on the other device. Yes, Sanchit Wabare, you are very late to join. Okay, so here uh, the circuit is formed out of the component. Okay, so one type of component that is used to form the or build this circuit is the exclusive OR gate. Okay, with two inputs. So the component is XOR 2 with the inputs A and B are the inputs and Z is the output for that. Okay, then all they are exclusive OR gate except that this particular inverter. Okay, so you have this particular inverter at the end of at the output of this particular exclusive OR gate combination. So inverter INV2 component is defined. So it has got a single input and single output. A is the input and Z is the output. So like that, two components have been declared. In the declaration part, note that this is the declaration part of the architecture statement. Name of the architecture is parity str of parity 9 bit. Okay, so name of the entity is parity 9 bit and the name of the architecture is parity str. So str name is given. Why? Because it is structural type of modeling. So that is why str is written here. Okay, anyway, it is up to the user what name to give, because this is the structural kind of modeling. So str name is being given there. Then having declared these two components, then a number of signals are declared here. Okay, so you can see here E0, E1, E2, E3, F0, F1, H0. They are of bit type. So what you need to do is that whenever you want to construct any circuit like this, okay, out of the components, then you need to name this particular each of this connection. Okay, for each of the wire, you can say each of the signal you need to you need to name, so that you need to you can specify it in case in the port map. Okay, so you can see that each and every connection or wire, it is named. Okay, so this is E0, this is E1, E2, E3, F1, F0, and this H0. Then finally this is even and odd. So actually they are the actually they are even they are the output. Okay, but the intermediate lines or signals, they are named here. Okay, so it comes in the local declaration. Okay, now comes the actual body of the architecture. Okay, so the first instance of XOR2 is created, XE0. So XE0 is the first instance. Port map. So how is the connection of the first OR gate? So we are specifying the connections of this particular first OR gate. So the input is connected. So the XOR gate has got two input, A and B, and output Z. Okay, so like this, every XOR gate will be having the AB input and Z output, AB input and Z output. So there are number of instances. How many instances? How many XOR gate we need? 1, 2, 3, 4 in the first row, then first column rather, then 4, 5, 6, and 7. So 7 instances we need to create of this exclusive OR gate. Okay, so the first instance is XE0. So it is port map. So what is connected to that? Input D0 and input D1 is connected to the AB input, and its output is connected. The Z output of exclusive OR gate is connected to E0, the signal E0. Okay, you can see here. Then XE1, so D2 and D3 are the inputs. So which one is this? It is this particular exclusive OR gate. D2 and D3 are the inputs, whereas E1 is the output. Okay, so here this particular E1 is the output, means this output is connected to signal E1. The next one is XE2. The instance is XE2, and the port map for it is D4 and D5 are the input. So it is this one, and output is connected to E2. Okay, so this it is connected to E2 here. You can see. Then the next one is XE3, and this is the instance of exclusive OR gate. This one, D6, D7 are the input, and E3 is the output. Okay, so you can see here in the port map it has been specified. Okay, then the exclusive OR gate at the second level, they are named as XF0, XF1. Okay, so E0 and E1 are the input. You can see here E0 and E1 are the input, and F0 is the output. So here you can see this particular port map for the this particular exclusive OR gate. For this particular exclusive OR gate, the port map is the instance is XF0, and the port map is E2, E3, and F1. Okay. Then the next one is in the third level. Okay, so this one, the inputs to it are F0, F1. You can see here inputs are F0, F1, and output is H0. Okay. Then the last one is the XOR. So it is XOR2, and the port map is H0, D8. Okay, so here this is H0 input and D8 input, and its output is connected to odd. Okay, so this particular signal, it is odd, whereas XE1, so this is the instance of the inverter. So it is inverter, its port map is odd, comma even. So odd is the input to it, and even is the output of that particular inverter. Okay, so I hope you understood this particular component declaration and component instantiation. Okay, again there is another example. We shall move to another example. If any problem in this example, you can ask. Now we shall see 2-3 examples, and then if any problems are there, if any doubts are there, then I will take those particular doubt. Shall we move to the next example?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is the 9-bit parity generator or checker. Now this is the example. So it is for a decade counter. Okay, so this particular circuit is for the decade counter. So what kind of devices are used in this particular counter? You can see that there are JK flip-flops. How many JK flip-flops are there? 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 4 JK flip-flops are there. Yes, 4 JK flip-flops are there. and there is one AND gate. Okay, so one AND gate is there. Okay, then first of all, before we start with the architecture, we need to define the entity uh, construct for this. Okay, so the name given to the entity is decade CTR because it is a decade counter according to the name is given. Then in the port we specify the inputs and output of the counter. So which are the inputs and outputs of the counter here? The inputs, they are, of course, there is one clock input. Okay, so you can see here this is the clock. All clock, they are just a minute, the CK. Okay, so this is uh, uh, the port. It has got count. So this is the count input. Okay, so this is the count input where the input clock is given. Okay, so it is input. Then Z is buffer. So where is the Z specified here? So this particular so Z is the buffer, so which can be taken as the output. Okay, so only one input, clock input, and the output is Z. Okay, and it is vector, that is 0 to 3. That means Z0, Z1, Z2, and Z3. Okay, so like this various outputs are there. You can consider them as output, and this is directly tied to 1. Okay, so this is not input, whereas intermediate signals, they are labeled S1, S2. So they are the intermediate signals. So first the entity decade counter is declared here. Then we write the architecture construct for this particular decade counter. So in this we first take the components. So the components, they are the JK flip-flop. So it is port J, K, then clock. Okay, so if you consider this particular JK flip-flop, then for the JK flip-flop, which are the inputs? JK and CK are the inputs, whereas Q and NQ, they are the outputs. Okay, so they are of type buffer, and it is or they are of mode buffer, and it is bit type. Then one AND gate is required. So component AND gate is declared here. Its ports A and B are input and C is the output of this particular AND gate. So like this, two components are declared here, which are used for constructing the decade counter. Then signal declaration is there. So S1, S2 are of bit type, and S high is of bit type, and it is assigned 1. Okay, so to assign this particular one, that signal is used there. Now in the actual body of the architecture, we describe this particular circuit. Okay, so to describe this particular circuit, we need to take 4 instances of the JK flip-flop and 1 instance of the AND gate. Okay, so first of all, AND gate is specified here. Okay, because all these particular instantiation, so all they are concurrent, so it does not matter which one you specify first and which one you specify later. Okay, so it is not that this particular statements, they are executed sequentially. This is only the map. Once this particular connections are done, then automatically whatever input you give, depending on that, the output will be generated when you simulate this. Okay, so AND gate instance is created here. So the port map for the AND gate, what are the inputs? Z2 and Z1, they are the inputs. You can see that this particular AND gate, Z2 is the input, another input is Z1. Okay, its output is S1. So this is the S1 signal, its output. Okay, then the first instance of JK flip-flop labeled as JK1. What are its inputs? first flip-flop, you can see here J and K, they are connected to 1. So you can see here that they are connected to S high, S high. What is S high? S high is a signal and it is assigned. It is initialized as 1. So this will be always 1. Then where is the output connected? The output is connected to uh, just a minute. Where is our JK flip-flop? Okay, the first input is J, second input is K, third input is clock. So where the clock is connected? Clock is connected to this particular count input. Okay, so when we give clock to the count input, the counter will start counting those particular clocks. Okay, so the clock is connected to count input of the first JK flip-flop, and the second last signal for this particular JK flip-flop is output Q. So it is connected to Z0. Okay, so you can see here it is connected to Z0, and NQ is left open. Okay, so we are showing with the open keyword that this nothing has been connected here to this particular NQ output of this particular component JK1. Then that is the first instance. So in the accordingly, you can see that JK2 is the second instance. So JK2 is for this one. So accordingly, you can see that S2 is high, Z0, Z1, and open. So like this, the connections for this JK2 are specified. In the similar fashion, connection for JK3 are specified here in this list, and finally the fourth JK flip-flop and its connections, they are specified. Okay, so like this, after we have taken all the component instances of the component and specified the association list, the description of this particular circuit will be over. Okay, so in the component, in the structural behavioring, we show how the components, they are connected to each other. Okay. Mhm. Still one more example of this. Okay, so again, same type of thing is done. Entity declaration first, then the architecture construct. In the architecture first, in the declaration part, the components. So which are the components here? JK flip-flop. Okay, so here JK flip-flop, 3 JK flip-flops, they are used. Okay, then what is the other type of component required? The next type of component required is AND. So AND gate. So 1, 2, then 3 and 4 AND gates are required for this. And the third one is OR 2. Okay, so 2 OR gates are required. So these are the two different OR gate. Okay. So the circuit implemented here is the up-down counter. Okay, so it is the implementation of up-down counter. So uh, here, if we give one signal here and 0 here, it will count up. Whereas if we make a count down 1 and count up 0, then it will count down. So already we have discuss the operation of this particular circuit, while if it is when it is implemented in VHDL using structural modeling, you need to specify these particular components first and then declare the signal, so that each of the intermediate connections, you need to declare all these particular signals, and finally you can go for the instances of these particular components. So you can see here that there are 3 instances of JK flip-flop. They are JK1, JK2, and JK3. 4 instances of AND gate. So A1, A2, A3, and A4. Okay, and 2 instances of OR gate, O1 and O2. Okay, so like this, this particular uh, up-down counter is described using the structural modeling. Okay. I think it is the same slide which has appeared twice. Okay. So with this we come to the end of this structural modeling and also to the end of this particular uh, unit. So if you are having any doubts in this, you can ask those particular doubts. So how do you find this VHDL programming? Is it easy or it is hard? Yes. Uh, Yesterday you are feeling little bit uncomfortable, but since yesterday, in last 2 days, you have been uh, going through the different. You have been going through the different programs. So I think having gone through these particular programs, now you are fine. I think you must be somewhat comfortable with the programs of VHDL. So is it that?
Sir, I have one doubt, sir.
Yes, Vishal.
Means query only, sir, not doubt. Sir, today we have finished our third chapter, I think so. So, sir, we are getting only 1 day for preparation. How we can prepare, sir? On 28th, we are having paper of first M3. 29th, our paper. So, one lesson, how we can prepare in 1 day?
Actually, whatever you have understood, so that thing you have to reproduce in the paper. That way you will get 1 day time. Now, after your exam is over, what is the time? Has the schedule been given to you? At what time it is? It is 45-minute exam, no?
Yes, sir.
Whether time is given to you?
Yeah, yes, sir. Given.
What is the time? At what time it is? Or yet the complete schedule is not given. 11 to 11. 11 to 11:45. Okay. So anyway, you have got 1 day to prepare.
Yes, sir.
And it is, see, you will not be required. You will not be required to write the programs. Getting. So
Yes, sir.
the ready programs will be there. So you will be uh, you need to just select one option out of the available options. Okay. So for this particular purpose, what is required is that you should have understood this particular VHDL programming. Okay. Of course, for you need more practice. You need more practice for writing the programs, but for understanding the already written program, I think you need less time than writing your own programs. Okay.
Sir, can you have more questions on the third chapters?
Yes, yes. I'm going to schedule a practice test on the chapter 3, this unit.
Sir,
Today evening, this particular practice test will be available to you. So you can go for attempting it, and immediately you will be able to see whether your answer is correct or it is not correct. So depending on whether it is correct or not correct, you will understand. And if you are not understanding, you can ask the doubt. You can send me the messages, and I will give you support on the group.
sir, please include all the question in one test only, sir, that third chapter.
Yes, a single like that I have done for the unit 1 and unit 2 also. Okay. So
Yes,
if you take that particular test number of times, then every time different questions will come. Okay. So you will have means you will go through the different number of questions for different units. Okay. So
Okay, sir.
unit 3 I will schedule a test, and you can go through those particular questions. Okay.
Okay, sir.
If required, you can go through the recorded this particular lectures for last 2-3 for last lectures. Already I have stored that particular link, made that particular link available on the LMS of the last 2-3 lectures. Okay. So any queries, any doubt? Yes, students. Chandrakant?
No, sir.
Hmm?
No, sir.
No. Okay. So of course, in this third chapter, you need to study directly. Do not go for the practice test. So first, you go through the slides. If you are not getting, then you can open the video and you can just watch that particular part of that particular video. Okay. So like that, you can go for your study. And of course, I have given you, made available you the soft copy of the book. You can read the corresponding description also. Okay. Uh, so of course, you have the time you have, so you have to effectively make use of the time available to you. Okay. When is this paper? Can you tell me the date?
29.
Huh?
29.
29. Okay. So 28 evening. So you may be having many doubts and like that. Okay. So if required, you can tell me on the group. I will 28 evening. No? So 28 evening it is Monday. Monday, yeah. So 28 evening Monday 4 to 5 or 6. There is a meeting scheduled. CET meeting. So after 5 or after 6 I will be available. So if required, we can have a session at 6 o'clock on 28. Okay. So but for that purpose, on the group you can send the request, or if any you are sending any messages, I will reply to those. Instead of sending personal messages, you send the messages on the group, so that whatever question you are asking, it will be helpful for the other student also. And if such repeated questions are there, so there is no need to ask the repeated questions if it is on the group. Okay. So all the best to all the students for the examination. Hmm? If any queries are there, then we can stay back. Otherwise, uh, I declare that the class is over. Okay. Any query? Yes.
Sir, 30 question राहतील sir 1 mark साठी.
Yes. There will be 30 questions, and every question will be of 1 mark. Hmm? Every question will be of 1 mark. Okay. So
Okay,
of
sir.
of that, 6 questions will be of a little bit higher difficulty level, that is of 2 marks. Getting. And 4 questions, that means 2 marks means you have been giving the which test, the short test and unit test. So the 6 questions, though the marks are only marks are equal for this, but 2 types of questions will be there. So 40% questions are easy and 60% questions they are hard. Hard means it is difficulty level is more. That means you need to calculate, compute like that. Okay, whereas means find the convert decimal to binary or binary to decimal, hex to binary. So that is you can consider as the question which takes time or the hard question or the higher level question, whereas some question which is of type true or false, or it is asking something, some information. So that is uh, uh, the you can say easy question. Okay, for easy question, you just need to recall and you can immediately within 2-3 seconds you can attempt that. But for the other questions, particularly in the first chapter, you need to work some time, and after that you will get the result, and you need to attempt that particular question. You will be able to select the correct output. Okay, you need pen and paper uh, for this solving some of the questions. Okay, to get, yes.
सर सर त्या दिवशी असं खाली बघितलं तर एक्झाम बंद होती सर, मग सॉल्व करताना बंद नाही
You
झालं.
have you given mock exam?
येस सर, त्या दिवशी प्रॅक्टिस झाली ना, खाली बघितलं तर वॉर्निंग येस सर, बंद व्हायची एक्झाम.
Okay. So in this case, you will get the warnings. Okay. Now, if the question you are solving it needs the computation. Okay, there will be invigilator on the other side, and that particular invigilator will look at the kind of question you have been given, and if that needs any computation, and if even if you get warning, then I think those warning you can ignore in that case. Okay, so it should be such that means the location of your notebook you should keep fixed. Okay, otherwise it should not happen that sometimes you are looking left, looking right, or like that. Okay, so no need of looking upwards, so that is not required. So if you are looking down for working something, that will be okay for the questions which need computation. Okay, the online invigilator will come to know that. So training is also given to the teachers as to which particular warnings are to be taken seriously and which warning are to be ignored, because at that time students may be doing certain computation. Okay. Is that clear? Okay.
Yes.
So any other doubt? So if no queries, then shall we stop?
येस सर.
Okay. So once again, all the best, and by today evening, the practice test of Unit 3 also will be available. So as many number of times you can attempt this particular Unit 1, Unit 2, and Unit 3 practice test, and we shall have on 28th of evening we shall have a session if required. Okay, so we shall stop here. Why Akanksha is joining now? The class is over. Yes, hello Akanksha, you are joined recently. What are the problem? Akshada. Hello Akshada. Unmute yourself.
Yes, sir.
Have you recently joined or you are rejoined? What happened?
No, sir. Recently joined.
Why are you so late? Now the class is lower.
सर माहित नव्हतं, मी ऑफिशियलचे मेसेज रीड नव्हते केले, मला माहित नव्हतं. आता माहित झालं, तेव्हा लेक्चर जॉईन केलं. सॉरी सर.
Okay, recording will be available. You can watch the recording.
Okay,
of the-
sir.
Hmm? Okay. Bye, all student. Good day.
सर हॅलो
Yes.
सर आमचे युनिट 1 चे क्विज राहिलेले ते इनेबल करा ना सर.
Those quiz we shall take later on. Okay, you now concentrate on your in-sem exam.
बट सर त्याचे क्वेश्चन आम्हाला कसं काय माहित होईल.
प्रॅक्टिस टेस्ट मध्ये सेम आहे.
Practice test मध्ये तेच questions आहेत. Okay.
ओके ओके सर थँक्यू.
You can give practice test any number of time. Every time you are expected to get different questions. Okay, so if you are giving it 3-4 times, then all questions from the question bank will be there. Okay.
फक्त लास्टला
but
क्वेश्चन आन्सर पण प्रोव्हाइड करा.
Yes.
क्वेश्चन एंड झाल्यावर आन्सर प्रोव्हाइड करा सर.
हा इमिजिएटली तुम्ही तो क्वेश्चन अटेम्प्ट केला ना, प्रॅक्टिस टेस्ट कोणी घेतलीये का आतावर?
हा मी दिली सर.
हा
लगेच
दिली ना,
रिस्पॉन्स येतो सर.
लगेच
क्लिअर
येतं ना,
आहे. चेक
हा.
आन्सर केलं का लगेच येतो सर.
लगेच येतं आउटपुट. हा
तर तेवढं फक्त लास्ट ह्या चॅप्टरचं द्या सर.
हॅलो सर.
हा यस युनिट 3 इट विल बी अवेलेबल. डोंट वरी. यस चंद्रकांत.
सर तुम्ही म्हटले 6 क्वेश्चन डिफिकल्ट राहतील, 4 सोपे राहतील सर. मग ते
नाही,
6 क्वेश्चनला पण एकच
डिफिकल्ट
मार्क.
म्हणजे डिफिकल्ट नाही, डिफिकल्ट म्हणजे त्याला जास्त वेळ लागेल. लक्षात आलं का? त्याला थोडा जास्त वेळ लागेल. ठीक आहे. त्याला सगळ्या क्वेश्चन्सला वेटेज सेमच आहे. ठीक आहे.
ओके सर.
म्हणजे तुम्हाला 40% मार्क मिळवायला काहीच अवघड होणार नाहीये. तर 40% क्वेश्चन्सला तुम्हाला वेळ पण जास्त लागणार नाहीये, पण 60% असे क्वेश्चन्स आहेत ज्याला तुम्हाला वेळ लागणार आहे. आणि म्हणजे तुम्हाला हाय स्कोरिंग करायचं असेल, जेव्हा 40% पेक्षा जास्त तुम्हाला जायचंय, तर तेव्हा तुम्हाला हे 60% पार्ट मधले जे क्वेश्चन्स आहेत, तर त्याच्यावर तुम्हाला काम करावं लागेल. ओके, म्हणजे तिथं मग तुमचं स्पीड जास्त आणि अॅक्युरसी हे जास्त महत्वाचं ठरेल. स्पीड आणि अॅक्युरसी. ओके, तर तुम्ही जेवढा जास्त स्टडी केलेला असेल, ओके, तेवढं तुम्हाला ते कामाला येईल त्या एक्झाम मध्ये. ओके
ओके सर. थँक्यू सर.
ओके, ऑल द बेस्ट.
थँक्यू सर.
थँक्यू सर.
बाय. सो आय एम गोइंग टू एंड द मीटिंग.
येस सर.
हंटर.
चंदू फॅनचा काय आवाज येऊ राहिला? बेरिंग गेली का?
अरे ऑइलिंगची गरज आहे भावा त्याला.
सर्व्हिसिंग वाला आहे तो.
चंदू लावून घ्यायचं मग.
करून घ्या ना मग.
नुसते लोकांना कर्ज देते भाई, सावकार आणि पैसे देते.
सावकार आहे का? सावकार नाही गेले, लेफ्ट मारले सावकार.
चंदूबाईची आवाज भाई. चंदूबाई सर विचारता काय प्रश्न आहे का? आम्हाला नाही विचारते हो.
आता लेफ्ट मारू मी.
महाराज गेला काय?
हंटर महाराज अभ्यास करू राहिला.
अभ्यास करा सगळ्यांनी. माझा झाला त्याच्यामुळे सांगते तुम्हाला, अभ्यास करा. एकदम सोपं आहे, काय टेन्शन घेऊ नका.
विसला मायावरची टेस्ट देतो का?
सगळे झाले आपले, काय टेन्शन घेऊ नका. 3 चॅप्टर झाले, 3 M3 चे झाले.
हा मग
राहू द्या.
माझ्यावरची टेस्ट तुला गुगल पे करतो मी ड्रीम 11 खेळायला.
गरज नाही भाई चंदू भाई. यू नो आय एम व्हेरी सिरियस पर्सन.
अरे अरे अरे
बाबू.
चंदू भाई आतापर्यंत जेवढे प्रॅक्टिस टेस्ट दिले सगळ्यांना 30 पैकी 30 आलेले. बघू मग आता इनसेमला काय.
बाबू
टॉपर तूच आहे.
सांच्या बी होता ना. सांच्याला विचार ना. संच्याने 31 पाडले होते येडे.
बाबो मग तर लयच हवा झाली ती काय.
त्यांच्या लॉपला काय नो चालू करू.
त्यावेळेस 9.9 आपलेच भाई यावेळेस.
बाबो देवी देवी काय करू राहिली.
अरे थोडी अजून एवढे
माने भाई तू का बस, तू नको काय बोलू.
अरे बोलू दे रे भाई, बोलू दे माने भाई, मार्गदर्शन घेऊ दे.
शिंदे जरा आवाज मोठा काढीत जाई ना, त्याला म्हणतो तुम्ही आन्सर प्रोव्हाइड करा. कुठे गेला दुसरं.
गेला तो बी.
लेफ्ट
तू
मार.
जेवण नाही करीत वाटतं तू.
ना भाई. आणि तू काय करतो नेमकी, तो खबर आडतो तो.
रेंट प्रॉब्लेम.
पेपर कसं देशील मग माने भाई इनसेमला कसं होईल. माने भाई
बसायचं.
वर पाऊस आला मग.
संजीवनीनं मकर पैसा घेतला असेल का?
अरे त्यापेक्षा माने भाई तू डायरेक्ट कॉलेजमध्ये ये पेपर द्यायला.
खरं विसले
हम्म.
ते सीएटी चे पेपर
कशाला
आता
पैसे?
संजीवनी मध्ये.
सीट संजीवनी मध्ये.
हा मग
बर चला अभ्यास करायचंय मला. जाऊ करे संजय.
थांब ना, चहा ठेवला थांब.
संजय रिव्हिजन करू लवकर आहे संजय.
गेलो.
येडे भाव ते.
मला निघाव मग काय आता पावा काहीतरी उचकून टपाटप.
हा ना काहीतरी पाव आता. चल येऊ का रे.
हो चालू.